Hey, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Road to Glory career mode. This is episode number 16, and I've started today's episode off by showing you a comment I got in my last episode from Bradley Kaluuya, who said make sure you get Via's regen when he retires, which is an absolutely fantastic suggestion. Of course, if you didn't see this morning's video, please do go back and watch it. I'll leave a link to it in the description and also on the screen for you right now. We signed 5 new players, including your signing Justin Cliver, and of course David Villa on a pre-contract. He's here on a 1-year deal. He's retiring come the end of the year, and Bradley said when he retires, make sure you get his regen. Fantastic suggestion, and certainly something I'll look to do in Season 3. But of course, Season 2 did begin in the last episode. Again, please do go check out the video if you didn't watch this morning's one where we started the new season. And of course, after making 5 new signings with St. Pauli, we still had a little bit of money left over, so I decided to go in search of a few new players for the boys here at the Milan Tour. And the first player I looked for was Nicholas Schmidt. We just sold Johannes Flume, who had a bid from Troyes in the last episode. We let him go for £1.2 million. I thought we'd try and loan in another central midfielder just for a little bit of cover, really, as we still had around £6 million to work with. Also, we came in for Kekuta Mane as well from Sporting Gijón, and we laughed off the bid. He wasn't great last season, I must admit, but we're still not going to let him go. And speaking of laughing, well, I couldn't stop laughing when I got this email. Philip Billing came to us after Flume's sale and said, about Flume's spot, boss, I think I'll make a great replacement for Flume's vacant position. I hope you'll give me a chance. And I was like, Philip, what have you been smoking, son? Seriously. I mean, you were our first team midfielder last season, and Philip barely even played. No, wait, sorry. Johannes barely even played. He was our first choice midfielder last season, alongside Moses Odja. Those two were the dynamic duo, absolutely fantastic. What do you mean, vacant position? Hope you give me a chance. You are our first choice midfielder alongside Moses. What are you talking about? But either way, we had a useful monthly report here as well, a new scout report as well from Marcus Falke too. We rejected a couple of players and also left us scouting on some of them as well. Also, that left back in our academy doesn't look too bad either, does he? Alongside Rodolfo Hara, who will be getting a new contract as well. I should say a pro contract very soon. So, haven't given him one just yet, but in the next couple of episodes, he will get given a pro deal and he will sign for us permanently, hopefully, touch wood. And also, Werder Bremen rejected our bid for Nicholas Schmidt on loan because they didn't want to loan him out to a rival team. And I was like, wow, I didn't even realise that was a thing. So, yeah, Nicholas Schmidt is not going to come here. He'll stay at Werder Bremen. And so I thought, well, do you know what? Plenty more where that came from. I'll go and search for another young midfielder. Saleh Ozcan from SC Cologne, 18 years old, 66 overall central midfielder. We just want someone in for cover, really. We've got a few decent midfielders already. Of course, Billing, who hopes I'll give him a chance this season in the first team. Also, of course, Moses the Engine. Butchman, but of course, Butchman's currently injured right now. Still got 3 months left on his injury. And also Neudecker as well. But I still want a little bit more cover. So Ozcan's going to join us on a 1-year loan. Joel Keller maybe going to Dresden for around £600,000 as well. Our left back who has his contract up come the end of the year. And as you can see, confirmation Ozcan does come in on a 1-year loan. And again, this isn't a player who's going to play too much for us this season. He's literally just here for cover. He'll play about 4, 5, maybe 6 games a season, but that's all we need him to do. He's not here to be in the first team. Moses and Billing are okay in that position for me. I want to give Neudecker some minutes this season as well. As you guys said, he has some decent potential. He's just here for cover, and that's pretty much it. But also, Justin Bilo said he wanted a new contract, and I was like, mate, because he has his number 1 now, you'd have to wait for a minute. And also, Brian Coughlin is on his way to SKN St. Polten, 60 overall, 20-year-old centre-back. His contract's not come the end of the year. We didn't play him once last season, I don't think, so I'm totally fine with him going. That's okay with me. And also, Dresden came back to us regarding Joel Keller, who's actually not a bad left back. He's only 22 years old, 65 overall. He's got some okay stats, but we don't play with fullbacks in St. Pauli, and I don't think we ever will, to be honest. I think we'll always play 3 at the back with no fullbacks, so he could possibly do the job further forward as a defensive wide midfielder, but he's got his contract up come the end of the year. He hasn't played that much last season. There's no point, really. So he's gone to Dresden. That's fine with me for £550,000. But also, as for new signings, we still weren't done yet after the 5 new players we brought in the first episode of this season uploaded this morning. I will still go in search of a couple new faces, and mainly for the central midfield option as well. Now, of course, we did just sign Ozcan, but again, he's a cover player. But I wouldn't mind someone to come in and possibly compete with Philip Billing and also the Engine as well. Because once you take those 2 central midfielders out, who else have we got? Again, Neudecker, but we didn't use him that much last season. Butchman, who's currently injured right now. Flume's just gone, so I feel like we could do with a new central midfielder. So we put in bids here for Ukan of Fenerbahce, a central midfielder, can also play cam, and also Abdelak Nouri, a former Ajax player, now playing for our crosstown rivals Hamburg as well. And I thought either of these players coming in could be fantastic signings for us, but unfortunately Hamburg rejected our bid, said they wanted £12.5 million, and also Fenerbahce just said forget it, he's too valuable for us. I was like, well, that's not great, because we don't have much money left over, even after winning the pre-season tournament, selling a few Deadwood players as well. We still don't have that much money, because of course it's an RTG career mode, it takes time to build a decent budget year after year. So we put in a new bid for Nouri regardless of £7 million, £500,000 over his valuation, but once again Hamburg came back and said forget it, he's not going anywhere. And I was like, well, in that case we can't put in a third bid because we ain't got any money left over, so that's a bit of a shame. But I thought if we're not going to sign a new central midfielder, those two are my main targets right there, why not go in for another wide midfielder slash winger, because you can never have too many of those here at St. Pauli. And I thought, why not go for the guy that you guys also voted for in my, poll to choose the new signing, the first new signing for Season 2. Now, of course, Justin Kluivert won. We honoured the poll. We always will. We made that signing in this morning's episode, but also Victor Andrade got quite a lot of votes as well. Finished second in the voting, and combined, those two had around 2,000 and 3,000 votes in total. So I thought, why not go in for your second choice as well, Victor Andrade. We put in a £5 million bid. Benfica accepted it straight off the bat, just like Ajax did with Justin Kluivert. We offered a Brazilian a contract, and we shall try and sign it, because don't forget, Charities is playing on the wing for us right now, and this is my thinking, but he's originally a cam, his primary position is a cam. So what we could do is play Andrade out wide, and maybe Chichariti through the middle, or maybe keep Chichariti out wide and possibly put Andrade in and put Mane on the bench. I'm not too sure, but I thought at least we've got another option here as well. Victor Andrade was sensational against me last season for 1860 Munich. He scored that fabulous goal, if you remember, at the Allianz Arena from range. So I thought he'd be a fantastic signing. As you can see, he did decline his first contract, which was kind of annoying. So we offered him a new one. He declined that one as well. And I was like, well, this isn't great, because also two clubs came in for him too, as they wanted to take Victor Andrade away from our hands. And we offered him a new contract, crucial first team player status, 10 grand a week on a 5-year deal. And at the third time of asking, he said that was totally fine. And in the end, I was actually pleased he declined the first couple of contracts, because by offering him crucial first team player status, we also hit one of our objectives, our brand exposure objective, which was to sign one player with the crucial first team player status this season in the forward position. So in the end, I was kind of glad he declined those first two contracts to make sure we could hit an objective, mainly because my manager rating has been slowly decreasing since the start of the season. It went down to an 81, but we got it back up to an 83 now after signing Victor Andrade. And yeah, again, it wasn't intentional, me doing that, but in the end, it worked out perfectly. So Victor Andrade is in for £5 million. His valuation went up, unlike Kluivert's that went down to £5.5 million. And I must say, I'm very excited about this guy. Physically, he looks great. Ignore the 33 strength. I think even I can bench more than him. But he's got 93 acceleration, 94 sprint speed, 87 balance, 91 agility, 81 ball control, 80 dribbling as well, 77 shot power. He's got a 4-star weak foot with 3-star skills. He can also play as a striker as well. I think he'll be a great signing. And again, what we do now with our lineup, I'm not entirely sure. I was looking for a new central midfielder. I ended up signing a winger. That's the Doc's logic with the St. Pauli team. Always looking for those wide midfielders. But I think Andrade will be a really good signing. Again, played well against me last year. And I think he'll be a really good acquisition to this team. And again, with him being rapid as well, we love those quick players. And I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens here. But I think what I'm going to do is drop Mane to the bench, have him as an impact sub, because he didn't play especially well last season, and have Andrade on the right side of midfield, and then have Justin Kluivert on the left side of midfield. But that's my plan anyway. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But a lot of you guys have been saying, why don't you play the 3-5-2 as well? I was looking at the comments this morning. Thank you for all the comments as usual. But a lot of you guys were saying, why don't you play a 3-5-2 with St. Pauli? That way you can have Buhaduz and David Villa up top together, and have Chichariti playing through the middle. Well, I'm going to stick with a 3-4-3 just for the time being. This is probably what the 3-5-2 would look like if we did go with your suggestion for that formation. I'll stick with a 3-4-3 to begin with though, because we had so much success with it last season, so why change a winning formula? But if we are struggling this season, I'll probably go with your suggestion and play the 3-5-2. So to begin with, we'll stay with the 3-4-3, as that's where we had all of our success last season. But if we're struggling, I'll certainly take your suggestion on board and switch to the 3-5-2. But for the first game of the new season, we we would host Stuttgart here at the Millantor. So a repeat of last year's opening day, but the only difference is that this time Stuttgart come to us. Last season we took them on at Mercedes-Benz Arena in the series opener and they beat us by 2-1, but last year at the Millantor we didn't lose a single game. So as they come to Hamburg and come and take us on, we got 6 new signings in the first 11, and both title rivals of last season will take each other on for the first game of the new campaign. Super excited for this one. Who is going to come out on top in the battle of first versus second in the Zweite Bundesliga, as both teams aim to prove themselves in the top tier straight away?
Well, you want width and you want quality in the width, and probably they've got that with this new acquisition.
Well, I think so, and the one player that would be pleased to see him arrive is the centre forward, because I think he can expect better service now from a lad that does swing in good crosses.
For Stuttgart running down the right hand side. Pedro Enrique taken out of position. He can't deny the cross either. De Ligt can head it away though, and that should be our Brazilians. Yes it is. He's so strong and tall. He needs to win so many headers for us this season as David Villa releases Buhaduz, and away goes the Moroccan down this left hand side. Great chance for last year's Golden Boot winner. Keeps on going. It's a great run by Buhaduz. He's going all the way, and that's good. Penalty surely, referee. There it is. Penalty. 14 minutes in. Buhaduz on a storming run. That's why he's kept his place in the team. He's already won a penalty for us. What a great start. No question about it. Definite penalty. Buhaduz went to pull the trigger. Did get a shot away, but it was only after Klein took him down from behind. No doubt about it. Certain penalty. And Buhaduz last year won the Golden Boot. Didn't miss a single penalty. And he's not going to start now either. Smashes the ball in to the back of the net. St. Pauli 1, Stuttgart 0. We take the lead in the season opener just quarter of an hour in. And the guy that won the Golden Boot last year is going to be gunning for it in the Bundesliga as well. It was a great penalty by the Moroccans, sending Langerak the wrong way, smashing it in to the top corner. David Villa is joined, but instead of playing up top, he's playing in the left wing role, and it's because of our Moroccan striker, who is just sensational. I don't care how old he is, I don't care if he's declining in stats. This guy is my main striker because he never lets me down. 1-0 St. Pauli, Buhaduz already off the mark, and a great start here at the Millantor. Stuttgart trying to respond instantly here with Mane on the ball down the right-hand side. Plays it inside towards Gentner. Now Gingshek going for goal, and Casillas has to make a really smart save. Mane to a 4-y on the turn, finding Zimmerman. Oja shuts him down, but he can't deny the pass out wide towards Mane. Tries to get past De Ligt, does well. Still Mane on the ball, comes inside. Great ball inside towards a 4-y. Really good chance for the equaliser, and oh, Casillas! What a stop! Sewer for Stuttgart towards Maxime, across towards Gentner as the away side try and pen us back here. And to be fair, they've actually had a pretty decent first half. We've just been more clinical, and Mane has caused me problems all game long. Gentner strikes one just wide. We're approaching the half-time mark, but I've got to say, we'll do well to weather this storm and go into the break leading, because Stuttgart are really pushing for that equaliser. And we continue to surrender possession as well, which is not good. But there is Moses winning it back, and now his CM partner Billing is in to collect the loose ball. Play it through towards Victor Andrade on his debut. Can he mark it with a debut goal? Oh, yes he can. He's chipped it over the goalkeeper, as cool as you like. And the Brazilian who signed from Benfica has made it 2-0 with 5 minutes to go. And that is a brilliant way to respond after being hammered and under so much pressure for the past 10-15 minutes. A cheeky little chip by Andrade. I went all the way there, and I thought, I don't want to smash it to the far post. I don't want to try and finesse it in. I'm way too close to the goalkeeper, so I went for the cheeky dink, and in the end it was the great decision. It's into the back of the net. It's 2-0 to St. Pauli, and Victor Andrade is already off the mark, scoring for us and making it 2-0. Zimmerman shut down by Philip Billing, back from injury and back to his best down the left-hand side here. Great run by Philip. I'm waiting for Buhaduz to get into the middle, and there is the third goal. Buhaduz puts us 3-0 up. What a first half performance from St. Pauli. Well, things could not be going better right now. Billing is having a stormer, and Buhaduz with a brilliant header there beats Langerak for his second of the year. 3-0 St. Pauli, league's highest scorers last year, and even in our debut year in the Bundesliga, this is the way we will be playing. All-out attack, relentless in our pursuit of more goals. And if we're not finishing with the most amount of goals in this season as well, I'll be disappointed. We're 3-0 up on the season opener here at half-time. A fantastic first 45 minutes, and we're going to search for even more goals. Soviet's free kick straight to Mane, controls, now finds Moses, and Charities in a lot of space here, and here's a great chance for Buhaduz's hat-trick. It's Charities into the Moroccan. Oh, and Landgraf makes a great save, but Nudeka has come off the bench, and with his first touch scored with an acrobatic effort. St. Pauli 4, Stuttgart 0, and the concern for me is just as Buhaduz took the shot, he seemed to have an injury. I think he pulled up. Yeah, he did. You just see it there. As Nudeka scores with his first touch, his first goal under my regime. It's a pretty simple goal, to be fair, but a lovely acrobatic effort. That one's for the cameras, I'm sure. But it's St. Pauli 4, Stuttgart 0. We do get our 4th goal, but Buhaduz did pull up a little bit there, and I must say, I'm a little worried. Corner to Stuttgart, taken by Maxime. Odja heads it away, and it might drop all the way to Mane. It does. He's got a foot race now against Zimmer. I trust Mane. He's going to go through one-on-one. Zimmer's trying to play catch-up, but Mane is through to make it 5. It's been a fantastic performance, and our biggest win of the series so far in the season opener in the Bundesliga. Kekuta Mana has secured the points in style. 5-0 to St. Pauli. What an extraordinary performance. Well, this game could not have gone more according to plan. We played the St. Pauli way. There's a doppelganger for you. And we thrashed Stuttgart, our title rivals from last season, by 5-0. They beat us at Mercedes-Benz Arena, but we have beaten them badly here at the Millantor. What a fantastic performance. We may have lost a possession battle, but we don't care about that. We were the more superior team in my eyes. Stuttgart didn't play too badly, to be fair, because Casillas was fantastic on his league debut. And we were relentless going in search of more goals. 5 in the end. That's our biggest win of the series. And despite us scoring 5 goals, it was a really difficult man to match to give, but I won't give it to anyone who got on the score sheet. Instead, I'll give it to the Great Dane, who was sensational through the middle of the park, set up 2 goals as well, never misplaced a pass. He was brilliant. And that will end today's episode of our Road to Glory career mode with St. Pauli as well, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy the second episode of Season 2, then please do consider leaving a like. Have a fantastic Sunday night, guys. And I'll see you for the next episode of our RTG career mode featuring Transfer Deadline Day very soon.